Good morning, good morning. I'll just hang out here for a minute to see if anybody joins me. If not, I will just go on. Oh, there's one person on. I guess you're being notified that I'm on. I know my schedule this last month has been absolutely crazy. Good morning, Joan. Hey, I did get your goodies ordered. Thank you so much for your patience. August has been a crazy month, and it just got even more crazy yesterday, last weekend. But anyway, so as you guys are popping on, say hello. If you're brand new, I'm Connie Heisey. I come from you live from my studio in Hanover, Pennsylvania. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 30 years. I celebrated my 30th year in May. So anyway, all right, friends, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I know that because sometimes when I'm not on a lot, first of all, the algorithm doesn't notify people that I'm on, and second of all, you get off schedule and forget about me, and I get that. The replay will be up for anybody who missed this live. I do have some housekeeping items, and then I'm going to share with you my Christmas stack. And this isn't available as a to-go option. I will post that information again when I get off of here. I'm going to be in the studio pretty much most of the day, at least until this evening. And so I'm going to get caught up and get some things done. I feel like I'm getting behind. Although Saturday I spent a whole 12 hours stamping, which was really cool. I'm preparing for some upcoming events and classes. I did want to tell you that I will be going live every day the second week of September for my week-long holiday mini kickoff. So let me give you those dates so you can mark your calendar. So I'll be going live Monday through Friday at 10, I think, at least at 10, maybe even the 8th through the 12th. We will be live every morning. We're going to kick off the holiday catalog. Okay. All right. So the In Color promotion is still going on. It'll be going on until the end of the month, which will be what? When's the 31st? Sunday. Ends that. Also, registration for my winter retreat here in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania closes on the 2nd, and registration for my Stamp Fest, or my World Card Making Day Stamp Fest, closes on the 6th. So all that information I'll be getting out again. And of course, if you want to sign up for August's Christmas stack, you have to, as a to-go option, you need to let me know that by the 28th, so I can invoice you for that. Holiday catalogs are leaving the studio today. They'll be leaving all week. I'm going to work on getting these in the mail to everybody. And I think that that's all the housekeeping I have, except I will not be live on Thursday. Like I said, my August just got really full. Taking a week away always throws a little bit of a wrench in everything. So, and with back to school and all that. But on Sunday evening, around 7 o'clock, my uncle passed away from a massive cardiac arrest. He had been battling cancer and had been sick. And he wasn't just my uncle. My aunt, he was my uncle by marriage. My aunt is only 11 years older than me, so she's more like my older sister than my aunt. So we are extremely, extremely close. In fact, my daughter that lives in this, I'll be picking her up tomorrow morning. The funeral is, the family viewing is Thursday, and then Friday is the funeral. So I will not be on the rest of the week. Yeah, this was sort of unexpected. So anyway, so I will be back next week, next Tuesday. But I just need to take this time to be with my family the next couple days. Okay, all right, now that that's out of the way, let's get to stamping. For this month's stack, I chose the, thank you guys. I chose the new tweed. Let me see what that is called. I forget what this is called. It's online exclusive. Let me show you that because it's kind of different. Okay, I chose that paper to use, and it's kind of different. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. First of all, I was going to use this paper for the holiday one, but I switched gears halfway in between, and I chose this paper. And this is an online exclusive that came out in July, and it's called Need for Tweed. Need for Tweed. So it's really cool for masculine cards, I thought, or maybe for like the woodsy outdoor cards. But I did use it for this Christmas stack, and it worked out well. And we have this plaid, and it's not a plaid, it's a tweed. These are all tweeds. And I did use this one very heavily. I think I used this one in almost all the cards because I really like this piece too. But it's just really different. And yeah, and here are the other pieces. So this is an online exclusive. It's not basket weave. It is a tweed. So you get 3 of each piece, and then this is like a black and white one. Or I think it's a secret sky, actually. All right, so that's the DSP I chose. And for those of you who are doing it to go, you're gonna get a half a pack of that. You're gonna get some kind of red gems, something that would have red in it for you to use. You're going to get a roll of the basic beige ribbon. And the stamp set I used is Jolly Holly. It's an online exclusive. And the reason, and it has this folder, it has this holly folder with it. So let's get started. This base here is basic beige. I'm gonna fold that in half. That'll be our base. The next piece is basic beige again, and I did, and this actually has a die with it as well. Let me grab the stamp set so I can show you. Okay, so here's the stamp set. It's got a lot of greetings and then these just tiny little images. Okay, and then the die, it's like a hybrid set. So we have the dies. So we have these 2 stitched rectangles, and then these will cut out the images, and then the joy. But it also has this die. And this die goes with the folder. So it actually cuts these and you can like lift them up to make it look more 3D. So that's that set. Okay, I'm going to show you that. Okay, so now back to our cards. Okay, so this next piece, I just did the die. I didn't do any cutting with it, any fancy cutting with the extra die with it. And I'm just going to layer this tweed right across here. If I can find my scissors and my tape, I'll do that. You like the DSP, Joan? It's growing on me. I did purchase it fairly right away just because it was different. Now I'm gonna add the basic beige ribbon. And I'm gonna secure my ribbon ends. I always do that. And we're gonna add that to the card front. And then I'm just gonna take another snippet and do this little faux bow technique. Thank you, ladies. I really appreciate. And thank you for the prayers too. It's gonna be a rough couple days. My aunt and uncle were married 56 years. She got married very young, but I remember being this little 5-year-old, and he was in the Navy when they were dating, and so I remember being this bratty 5-year-old who would just torment my aunt tremendously when she would write him letters. Okay, I'm going to stamp "Have a Merry Christmas." Yes, it works perfect for masculine cards. Absolutely. And then Christmas. There we go. We are going to pop this up. I'm going to leave this open, but over to the side so I don't get it all over the place. These are, I will need these minis, but I need regular size dimensionals right now. Okay. This circle is cut from my stitch circles. And then I did these ahead of time. I have all these little stamped and pieces that I did. So I did 3 of the poinsettias. And this little stamp set has all the perfect Christmas images all in one set. It has a bell, poinsettia, and the holly. To make this one complete, if they had like a snowflake or a snowman, it would be like the perfect little Christmas set. Okay, so we're going to sprinkle these all over the card here. And then I have some of these left. The ladies were using these yesterday because I did do my morning class yesterday. I only had one person coming in the evening, so I did not do my evening class. I took some food over to my aunt. And there we go. So there's the first one. This is a stack. The stack is a 12-card class, so you would get, you'll get a PDF. You'll get, the to-go option is a PDF, your card kit, half a packet of DSP, gems, and ribbon. And then 4 designs, 3 of each. Okay, so here's the next one. Okay, so the base of this one is real red. We're going to fold that in half. And then we have basic beige. That will be our next piece. Then we have these 2 pieces. And here's the tweed piece that I'm using for this one. And I'm going to layer that on Old Olive. I'm going to add some ribbon. Okay, let's screw these ribbon ends. And then I'm going to add this to the card. Oh. There we go. Okay, I did cut out a rectangle from the dies, and the dies are stitched as well, and out of vanilla. And we're going to stamp, I'm going to have to clean this. Let me get my chamois here. Have a holly and jolly Christmas. So we're going to do the Have a and Christmas in Old Olive, and the holly jolly is going to be in real red. holiday. And I'm going to do Christmas here at the bottom. It just fits. There we go. And I did not pull the holly jolly out of here. Let me grab it. You knew it would be in the last bucket, right? Yeah. Okay. And the real red. Okay, we'll pop this up. Don't get ink on it. There we go. And I have a holly already colored and cut out. So we're going to pop that up with the smaller ones. Smaller dimensional. And there we go. So there we go. So that's the second one. Okay, moving right along, we're going to do the third one. So this time we're going to use the bell. And the base is crumb cake on this one. Make sure you guys are watching me. I'm going to refresh here. I had to get a new laptop last week. My old one died. And then I thought I might have to get a new iPad too. Looks like I'm frozen a little bit. There we go. Okay, so this piece here is Mossy Meadow, and I ran it through the folder. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little whitewash on this one. So I have a Whisper White ink pad. Go over the holly there. And there we go. So there we have that. I'm going to add that to the card. And here I cut out another one of the rectangles out of basic white, and I'm going to stamp, "May the spirit of the season bring you happiness and love." Okay, we're going to layer that onto the piece of, thanks Linda, Early Espresso. Couldn't remember the color there for a second. And we're going to pop that up onto the card. And I just happen to have a set of bells done here. So we're going to pop this up on the card as well. I did a set of silver bells. So that is card number 3. Okay, I think one of my, yeah, there we are. One of my holly for the next card slid underneath my mat. There we go. All right, we have one more card, and here it is. So for this one, I used crumb cake. I used the folder, cherry cobbler, the tweed paper, and I did add in some gold cording for that one. So let's make this card. Like I said, the base is crumb cake. The folder I ran through, and we're going to add a strip here. Strip of the tweed DSP, and then we're going to add that to the card. We're going to be stamping the Merry Christmas on the rectangle I have cut out here. And I'm going to wash this Christmas. Okay. Use cherry cobbler. There we go. Yes, when I'm doing a stack, Linda, I like to keep them quick and easy. Nothing too complicated. Okay, I'm going to add some gold cording behind here. So I'm going to just add some adhesive here. Let's see if I can get this to stick. This cording looks a mess. This is from yesterday's class. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to loop it because I don't think, well, let me see if I can. Yeah, that'll work. And then we're just going to pop this up. And there we, let me pull this down so you can see it right there. And then I have two of these hollies if I didn't use the other one, which I might have. It's here somewhere. I just found it. And now it's gone again. But anyway, you'll get the idea. One here in the corner. And then I had one down here in the, or up here in the other corner. And there you go. Huh. Hopefully you guys are still here. Just said an error occurred while retrieving new Facebook comments. I tell you, you just don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I think it is okay. I think I just got the error. So their new comments were made and an error occurred. Okay, so I'm going to bring these all in. So this is August stack. We have 4 months of Christmas stamp a stack starting this month. So yes, in order to get the to-go packet, you just need to let me know, and I will get you on my list. The to-go packet is $50 a month for the next 4 months, and if you do all 4 months, you can get. I'm going to give you the envelope so that your cards are ready to go put in the mail the beginning of December. So, and it is a 12-card class, and then you get $25 worth of product with the 12-card class, your PDF tutorial, and ribbon and gems. All right, guys, so this is the stack. Yeah, Linda, I know you were asking on our team page about Stamp and Stacks, and this is what I usually do. Now, if it was an in-studio stack, they would still get to do the cards. It was a $45 requirement order. And then they can make their stuff and go. But they get to make all 4 all 12 of these, 4 designs, 3 of each. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Like I said, I will not be on Thursday, but I will be back next week. And then the week of the 8th, we will start our week-long of kickoff for the holiday catalog. All right, have a